Thank you very much. Workers at the Mount Holly Freightliner plant are on furlough this week. The company says there's been a drop in demand for the trucks, so employees are being forced to take days off without pay. A year ago, Richard Fosdick and a friend applied for work when all three shifts were going strong. His friend got in, Richard did not.
Which I'm very thankful now that I didn't get in, because there again, it's almost come down to a standstill.
In March, President Obama described hybrid trucks built at Freightliner as paving the way towards energy efficiency and independence. One reason for the furloughs, demand for trucks built in Mount Holly dropped by half. We're expecting to hear from Jerry Sandusky during his sentencing trial later this morning. A jury convicted the former Penn State assistant football coach on 45 counts of sexual abuse. Some of Sandusky's victims are expected to speak before the judge hands down the sentence. The presidential race makes another visit to North Carolina. Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney will stop in Asheville on Thursday. This video from a campaign stop in Virginia on Monday at an elementary school. Romney last visited North Carolina in August for a Charlotte fundraiser. Quarterback on the weekends, fashion designer during the week. Panthers quarterback Cam Newton launching a men's clothing line at Belk. But with his team in a 3-game losing streak, many Panther fans question the timing of the event, saying Cam's focus should be on football and football only. Newton did not address any Panther questions, except when one of Belk's top brass joked about getting to interview the star quarterback.
I always wanted to be in sportscast. I feel.
Really?
Yeah. It's a dream come true.
You sure?
Yeah. I ended up in retail by mistake.
By mistake?
Yeah,
I think I ended up in football by mistake, too.
The men's line hits store shelves this spring. Newton told Fox News at 10 anchor Morgan Fogarty that a women's line could be in the future. And one guy who needs to be focusing soon, this guy, skydiver Felix Baumgartner. In about an hour, he's going to try and attempt the highest and fastest free fall in history. It's the Red Bull Stratus project. He's jumping from about 23 miles above southeastern New Mexico. Baumgartner is trying to break the speed of sound and the record for skydiving. Terrence and Christine, that certainly is a story that has its ups and downs, don't you think?
Bada bing!
Well, the owner of the copter tells us that the pilot's name was Pat Jones. He was from Charlotte, and at one time he was a North Carolina highway patrolman. His passenger was from North Wilkesboro, and his name was Jerome Johnson. Meanwhile, the search itself for a cause continues. It's been a long day for authorities trying to piece together what went wrong. Last night, the helicopter flew into some power lines carrying 100,000 volts of electricity. The copter crashed in a fiery explosion. The pilot and his passenger, both well known in this area, were killed instantly.
My dad grabbed a fire extinguisher and ran down here. When he got here, he put the burning body out, but he was already dead.
Authorities have spent much of today securing the area and going through the debris, looking for clues.
We had to come in on this, basically a trail, which had to have a 4-wheel drive vehicle, and luckily for the local fire departments and rescue squad both, they had 4-wheel drive vehicles that could gain access for the purposes of fire suppression.
The tragedy could have been even worse. Most of the action took place beyond these woods in a relatively open field, but just a few feet beyond the woods, on this side, are houses and a residential area.
Yeah, we thought about that, how lucky we were that it just took him the other way to the woods instead of here to the house or the yard.
The pilot reportedly had some 3 decades of flying experience. He had just finished delivering First Union checks from Raleigh to North Wilkesboro when the accident took place.
We're just trying to put the pieces back together and determine what happened. And, you know, we're all grieving for his family and, you know, trying to get over the loss.
Now, when the chopper hit the electrical lines, power went out in this area for about 4 hours. Power has since been restored, but as you can see, Duke Power workers are busy trying to fix the actual lines themselves. However, everyone in this area, once again, does have electricity. Cameron?
Bruce, do you know, is there much air traffic in that area?
Yeah, with the local airport just about 2 or 3 miles away, actually kind of down that way. Folks around here say they're used to seeing helicopters flying over, they're used to seeing airplanes flying over. Of course, they're not used to seeing something this tragic happening. For many, it's one of the best days on the sports calendar. The Tar Heels and Blue Devils, among 8 teams practicing at the Greensboro Coliseum. Great chance to see your favorite players up close. And the price sure is right. Today costs nothing.
Yeah, best deal in the town, ain't it? Best deal.
The NCAA uses today as a chance to showcase both the teams and the venue, and the strategy appears to be working.
Session 1 and 2.
Even in this economy, the Coliseum is nearly sold out. Just 1,000 or so tickets remain at about $65 a pop.
It's going to be tight, but yeah, in the end, it'll be worth. Yeah, it'll be worth it. Because it'll be a memory for the kids and their mama.
They were wonderful. I called them and told them.
We found fans from all over the region. The Taylors drove down from Maryland. Many more Carolinians are taking advantage of the games being in nearby Greensboro.
I like the Dunks, watching Ty Lawson, Tyler Hansbrough.
The NCAA tournament is an awesome feeling, and to be a part of it's exciting to get the opportunity to advance. So, you know, location and stuff, you know, it'll be great to be close to home and have some fans.
Both Blue Devil and Tar Heel fans should get full value for their tickets. Neither North Carolina nor Duke has ever lost an NCAA tournament game when it's played here at the Greensboro Coliseum. Bruce Snyder, Fox News.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey, how's it going, Shaniqua? That's right, it's called the Combat Challenge course. It's an obstacle course. Guys, go! And basically what happens is it tests firefighters in the skills they would use in a real fire emergency. Now, joining me is Captain John Pennington. And Captain, tell me about the team here itself. You guys are favorites to do very well in Memphis.
We've been competing together for about 6 years now. We've been to 6 World Finals, and City Winston-Salem always has a good turnout at the World Finals.
All right, now we sent these guys all the way up top because we can't, this is the first part of the obstacle course, and you guys do your thing. And this is the first part of the obstacle course. We couldn't actually do this because of constraints with our equipment, but as you can see, that's the first part of the course, and they're gonna run back down. Captain Phyllis Plath is the only female on the team, and what's it like being a female, being a woman in what some would perceive as a man's world?
I don't see it's any different. I do my job just like the guys do it, and as long as I do my job, I get the respect that they get.
How hard is it?
The competition is a hard competition, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
You think I can do it?
I know you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
All right, now, I was not able to do the first part, but we're going to do it from this point on. All right. You guys going to cheer me on?
Go! 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 There you go. There you go. There you go.
These guys practice 3 times a week. And as I'm running, each competition, each practice is about 2 hours. Now you can see this is the aerobic part. And now comes, oh boy. Ah. Okay. Now, this is Bubba. He weighs 180 pounds. I'm gonna go under.
Let's go.
We've all done that.
I got it. Bubba, you're a disgrace to your family, Bubba.
There you go. Take your time. Come on.
Good job.
Woo.
Come on. You're doing good.
How am I doing?
Straight back. You're doing great. Doing great.
Keep going. Come on.
Straight back.
Keep going.
Doing fine.
There you go.
Good job.
Oh,
There you go. Good
guys,
job.
the competition, woo! The competition is in 10 days. These guys spend their own money to get to Memphis. So we want to wish you guys a lot of luck. I know you're going to make Winston-Salem proud. That's just some of what they do. Competition starts October 30th. Are you guys strong? I'm going to pass out. Back to you.
Bruce, I think you need to lay down right there next to Bubba. Poor Bubba.